would think it's probably fair to say Treaty United were one of the surprise packages of the First Division last season. Had a brilliant season and pushed for promotion into the Premier Division and gone out quite late on in the playoffs. Jack Brady, that brings expectation for this season.
Yeah, absolutely, but I think our approach is going to be very similar to the way the boys handled it last year. I think we obviously have a smaller budget than a lot of the teams. Trying to get as many players as we can in from different parts of the country has been difficult, obviously, in pre-season, but we put together a really good squad, and I think we'll hopefully get similar results to we did last year, and obviously push on. Hopefully, push for promotion is what the ultimate aim of the club is going forward. Whether we achieve that this year or next year and coming years, it is fair to say that the club is growing very, very well, but also they're very, very keen to take it slowly. So I think it is something that the club are conscious of to move forward positively, but also to try and manage expectations is a massively important part of what the club is trying to do. You have a huge section of the women's section is doing really, really well, and obviously senior men were impressive last year, and you have a really good 19s team coming up as well in the men's section. So I think as an overall the club is growing, but they're not putting too many expectations on us.
You talk a good game.
Yeah, well, I suppose it's important to just to look at where we are really. I'm not overly concerned with what other clubs and what other media outlets are putting pressure on us.
Fair enough.
So I don't think we're going to be put under any major pressure expectation wise, but we do have a really good squad and going to go out and do our best really.
Some buzz back in the Markets field last season and big crowds as well.
Yeah, brilliant, and I think that was something that they were crying out for, speaking to some of the supporters and obviously and the fans around the city. Senior soccer is hugely important there, and obviously after Limerick FC left the league, I suppose there was a lull there for a year where there was only junior soccer, and obviously that's huge in Limerick as well. But I think one of the most important parts of getting senior soccer back in was for the fans and how important it is for the actual city itself.
There was talk as well you were going to rename yourselves Treaty Tribesmen. You've signed them many from Galway this year.
We have a couple of boys travelling, yeah. So obviously we have me, Joe Gorman, Dean George travelling from Dublin. You have Mark Ludden, Conor Melody, Enda Curran and Conor Wynn travelling from Galway, and obviously you have Denzel Fernandez and Charlie Fleming travelling from Cork. So the rest of the boys are boys from Limerick themselves. So I think that is the problem with a regionalised club. Obviously you have to get boys to travel, and because of the facilities we don't have a team house. We don't, as we said, we have a smaller budget than other teams. So we have good honest lads who don't mind doing the travelling, and hopefully we'll be able to kind of push on this year with that bigger squad.
For a goalie, you're not the tallest.
Yeah. Look, I can jump then.
You jump higher than me anyway. That's Jack Brady, Treaty United, another big team, I would imagine, going for promotion in the First Division this season. Thanks, Jack.
Thanks very much, lads.